Welcome everyone. I probably won't be doing this, well, I for sure won't be doing this every day this year, but I wanted to talk about today's games because I actually watched all of them and I just have some thoughts. I have some thoughts and I'm some type of a noticer. Completely forgot to put that I'm happy for Klay, which I want to put on the title. In the title. Funny enough. Anyway, there were 4 games played today, and all of them were really intriguing, even though, of course, the Celtics destroyed the Wizards. But at least Jordan Poole had a pool party in the first quarter, and that shit gave me life. You know, seeing Jordan Poole was like 5 of 6 from the 3-point line, 17 points in the first quarter against the champs. Yeah, they dominated afterwards, and this Wizards team will be hilarious throughout the years. And, I mean, Jonas Valanciunas being their only veteran presence is kinda crazy. But, I mean, at least they have a lot of young players they can play, I guess. I don't even know who the hell is their coach, actually. Who the fuck is the Wizards coach? Who is Wizards head coach? Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe? Oh, okay, that caught me off guard. I don't know who that is, but shout out to him. So yeah, we don't have to talk about that game, but of course we had the Klay debut with Chris Paul's debut, Spurs against the Mavericks, a lot of Warriors faces, ex-Warriors faces. Harrison Barnes was in there also. A lot of people forgot about Harrison Barnes being on the Spurs, and he had a solid outing. And I mean, Julian Champagnie also had a solid outing. But what the fuck was that from Wemby, man? Wemby was fucking awful today. Some horrible shot selection. I thought he played with very bad poise. And it was very ugly from Wemby. And I mean, to be fair, Luka was also bullshitting his ass off the first half or so. But the Mavs pushed the button. Derek Lively once again was incredible. He had, 17 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists off the bench. Crazy shit, man. Derek Lively is awesome. But Klay had a great night. Had, obviously, 6 or 7 3-pointers in his debut, which is awesome, and that was the record for a Mavericks debut. Like, you love to see that for Klay. He needs to get off to a good start, and I'm happy that he did. And I mean, this Mavericks team will be really good, while this Spurs team, I mean, Wemby will be better for sure, but I mean, it was a really disappointing first game from him, and I was just expecting a lot more from Wemby in game 1, and I mean, Chris Paul, to be fair, also was woeful, so just a bad performance from these two, this dynamic duo that should happen eventually this season. While the Timberwolves play the Kings, as you can see, Anthony Edwards, 3-point volume, I want to talk about it because he took 15 3-pointers. I'm pretty sure he took like 13 in the first game, and I don't love it with his shot selection. It feels like he's, getting into the analytics and taking away a lot of those mid-rangers for 3-pointers, and I mean, I guess it makes sense. He has been, 5 of 15, which is 33%, 5 of 13, which is somewhere around, somewhere around 37% or something like that. So it's not bad at all, but it just feels like he's taken away from his drives and, from overall his driving, even though he did turn it up a notch in the fourth quarter when they needed him to genuinely drive to the basket, he did, so that's nice. But prior to obviously last season he had 12 games with 10 plus 3-point attempts, and the highest was 13, and he already had more this season, and probably it was today with 15 3-point attempts in a game, probably the highest he's ever had, so that's gonna be something to watch. Something intriguing, but the Timberwolves get a win. The Kings defensively, once again, I mean, they will be a fun team, but nobody to be taken seriously. Defensively, they will never have it, very likely, because they just don't. For whatever reason, they don't have the best athletes for it. Their guys just they don't take enough pride in defending, and I mean, that's always gonna be a disaster. While what else is there to say? Their bench is also woeful besides Malik Monk, or at least today it was really woeful. I don't know if I like Herter starting or getting thrust into the starting lineup today, but they should have won this game. They kind of took off the gas in the third quarter, and shit just went to hell, and DeMar DeRozan had a really bad fourth quarter, took some tough shots, which he's known for making in the clutch, but he didn't today. And De'Aaron Fox kind of felt left out. Left out offensively. This is raw, so I'm not gonna edit this. And OKC destroyed the Nuggets. This Nuggets bench is fucking woeful. Which, I mean, it's funny. Sacramento's bench, I mean, I'm not impressed. And I mean, and obviously, the Nuggets bench, yeah, the Nuggets bench is way less impressive. Way less probably doesn't make sense, but it's even worse. That's the thing. Chet was incredible. Shout out to Chet. He looked incredible in his first game, year 3. Obviously missed year 1, so year 2 essentially. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks, 5 assists, 2 steals. Made it tough on Jokic and was incredible. Finishing, had a monster dunk. Only shame obviously being he couldn't hit a 3-pointer, but that doesn't matter. And I mean, they even had a bad Jalen Williams game and it didn't matter. They, you know, Denver, of course, a team that just has no spacing. Christian Brown is an honest hooper, but nobody will fear him from the 3-point line. Nobody will fear Aaron Gordon from the 3-point line. Nobody will truly fear Jokic from the 3-point line. And Jokic said it himself. They're all streaky shooters besides Michael Porter and Jamal Murray. And Jamal Murray once again looked awful, which scares me because he's just had an awful basketball life these last, what is it, the Olympics, the playoffs against the Timberwolves, and, well, the start of this season. But it's been, you know, consecutively, even though it's been overall, what is it, about 15 games maybe more. I don't know how many Olympic games there actually were and how many did Canada play in. But the point being, obviously, that Jamal Murray has just had a really bad stretch of basketball, which happens, I guess, to the all best of us. Russ was horrible, and he played 21 minutes for whatever reason, but probably that tells you more about their bench than about Russ, who we know who he is at this point. He had some stats, he tries hard, but I mean, he was woeful. I don't know why he played 21 minutes. Maybe would have been better off to try some of the young guys here, Hunter Tyson, Jalen Pickett, I don't know, man, just try something. But offensively, this Nuggets team is gonna struggle. There's no doubt about it. They need Jamal to be better and Jokic to be better, obviously monsters, and that's how they will, you know, be able to be good enough this season. If they, I mean, probably for just a playoff, you know, maybe an upset or, you know, I don't think they have the team for a title unless they make a trade. Which, to be fair, the owner is probably not looking for. Yeah, is there anything else I want to say? Shout out to Aaron Wiggins, he was awesome. He had some incredible moves. And Shai 3-point shooting, right? He was 2 of 6, but I like the shots he took from the 3-point line, and he seems way more confident in this season. We'll see how, you know, how it will look throughout like the first 15 games or so, how many threes he's taken and how is his overall efficiency. But Shai was incredible on both ends once again, and MVP season, baby. MVP and title season in Oklahoma. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah, that's it. See you all tomorrow for the Warriors Jazz game talk. Bye.